Hello and welcome to the Confusion Wrestling Podcast, the last bastion of independent wrestling. I'm your host, Rob Kammer, and we don't have anyone in the studio this week, so whenever that happens, of course, we try to give back to independent wrestling promotions across the country, this time going out to the West Coast, San Fran area, I do believe, as we're going to check out Hoodslam. They've been breaking down their shows into parts for the YouTube audience, breaking them down to easy to watch chunks, easy on your chronal wallet, we'll call it. I don't know, we're using $5 words, don't know if I'm even using them appropriately, but the important thing is that we are using them to sound smarter than the common wrestling fan plebe Mark. So that's what we're doing. We are putting down everyone, because miss me with that tribalistic bullshit, support the indies. Oh, said the swear, that's okay, we're not editing that either, because we're getting extreme, baby. We are not PC, because this is Hoodslam, run by the Dark Sheik, just known for the outlandish action, outlandish characters, and this week we're taking a look at Slamtown. So Slamtown is something entirely different, at least compared to most of the normal wrestling show. This is Slamtown 0, episode 1 on the YouTubes, from Hoodslam's YouTube channel. So I'm going to kind of break this down, I've not watched much more than clips of Hoodslam. However, this event seems to be comparable to, I'm going to get obscure on you guys, similar to Sensory Overload Lucha Libre. I butchered that horribly, but I got all the words correct anyway. Sensory Overload Lucha Libre. They ran one show out in Connecticut, and like a lot of companies, everything kind of takes place in its own pocket universe. Except this time, the pocket universe takes place as a city, and everybody involved is some sort of citizen of, in this case, Luchaville. We're taking the same concept, except we're moving out to the West Coast, and this is Slamtown, baby. Buster 11 is our MC for the evening. He's welcoming us to Slamtown when he is interrupted by mayoral candidate Faber McGavin, who is a tall white guy, so we have to listen to him. I think them's the rules, or those are the rules as he explains it to us. However, he doesn't get a whole lot out of his mouth before Bartman interrupts. He's not the Bart Simpson's character. He is the Bay Area Rapid Transit Authority spokesperson, also a mayoral candidate, but they had beef on social media leading up to this event, it turns out, as I was trying to figure out people's names and whatnot, because unfortunately, no name graphics. There were no name graphics, so I just had to go by the audio and the commentary and hope that, my hearing aid was in properly. But anyway, so I guess we are going to have our first match. It is Bartman versus Faber McGavin. Bartman is adept at the good lucha things, going all over the place. Rope-assisted head scissors chokes out Faber. Springboard crossbody only gets a 2 count, though. A trio of standing moonsaults, only a 2 count off of that. A trio of corner meteoras gets the crowd chanting public transit. However, after all these things, the important thing is we got a frog splash for the win. Your winner, Bartman. After the match, Bartman breaks Faber's arm, a la Penta. Didn't see that one coming. That was, as far as I knew, Bartman was the face, and then just broke his opponent's arm at the end of it all. It was a crazy little, 3 minutes, if even that. And just a glorified squash match, and I just had no clue what was going on, but I was just here for the ride, baby. That is what we were doing on that. So I guess we're just gonna keep on moving in this wild ride of Slamtown. Though I guess possibly, since this is quasi our main event, so maybe we'll just go ahead and take our adverts here, the most logical space for it. So I guess we're taking a pause for the cause. Get yourself an energy drink. Get yourself, coffee machine maybe, and we'll be back. Un momento. Hey, folks. The Confusion Wrestling Podcast has become a veritable hub of shopping and treats and all that sort of good stuff. Whether you need a sugar-free alternative to energy drinks in the form of Raise Energy, or maybe even, top of the line ice makers, coffee machines, and other household appliances, all through my links section. All you got to do is wander down to the descriptor of this week's episode, check out the various links, click on them, and go shopping like you normally would. Heck, it's no difference. You just came in and just said Rob sent you. And that way, you can get the things you need, maybe even at a discount, and the podcast gets a kickback as well. So be sure to check out those links. Thank you very much for listening. Back to the show. All right, we are back. More Slamtown action presented by Hoodslam. Dr. Mel of Mel Laboratories is out with his nurse Ratchet. She's just quaking. I don't know what's up with her, but she is just spastic and just all sorts of zombie-ish movements, or possessed people movements, I guess is closer to the thing, really herky-jerky things. There's also seconded by the inmates of Slamtown Asylum. He welcomes us to Slamtown. He's talked about how well he's paid for what he does for Slamtown and the asylum, but sometimes with him being paid so well, other people have to pay that price. And tonight, that price will be paid by the Green Man. Amongst the there were 4 inmates to this asylum that were brought out with them. One big hulking dude, a guy that's green guy a la Cause from wrestling games, tall black guy, and a guy with green hair. I don't know if he's in relation to the Green Man. The Green Man is referred to as Thomas, but we're just going to call him Green Guy, Green Man. He does a lot of dancing, and evidently that has irked Dr. Mel, and so I guess he's going to have to pay the price, but he doesn't care. He dances his way to the ring. He's a regular disco inferno. He will face Patient 420, who is the big dude who's kind of mostly comatose. Nurse Ratchet hits him up with a syringe, and he is ready to go. I guess got him some venom. Makes his way to the ring. Green just tries to start the things off hot, some dancing, some strikes, and nothing is moving. Moving Patient 420 until he just magically wakes up and takes Green Guy's head off with a clothesline. Got a big deal corner to corner. Green Man fires up only to get his head taken off once again. Green Man goes up top to get a press slam off the top straight into the ring. Finally, looking to end things as Patient 420 hits the Steiner screwdriver and looks to Dr. Mel, goes to talk to him momentarily, comes back to Green Guy, goes for the cranium crush, and ends up popping his head like a bloody pimple. Blood literally just spurts out the sides of Green Guy's head, and they literally announce the match over. Winner by murder. That is a direct quote. Winner by murder, Patient 420. The other patients kind of come in the ring as Dr. Mel and Nurse Ratchet are celebrating. They make note that they didn't sign up for this. They're loyal to Dr. Mel, but they didn't sign up for this. This is taking things too far. Finally, green-haired guy goes to swing at Dr. Mel, and Dr. Mel just takes him out like it was nothing. At this point, the black inmate's just dude, what's going on here? This isn't cool. And he's whatever, I'll take a piece of you if I have to. So instead, Dr. Mel sends out Nurse Ratchet, who gives her a big body slam because gender equality, that'll learn her. She sits up like the bloody Undertaker. Another body slam. She is up again. Goes for a third body slam, but she flops out of it. Hits a big throat thrust. Finally a side slam. Maybe she didn't get up like Undertaker. Maybe she got up like Kane. But side slam. Finally starts choking him out with the stethoscope before doing a spazzy Undertaker rope walk. And she goes into her bag of tricks from there, grabbing a severed human hand. We are literally off the rails at this point, and just pimp slaps the dude with the severed hand. She just pimp slapped him and just leaves the hand here. And so now we have an idle hand choking out the big black inmate choke slams him by himself, like not connected to anything, just a disembodied hand. Choke slams the inmate. Inmate green hair gets up just to get his head slammed repeatedly into the turnbuckles. Ratchet gets a rubber glove, checks the black inmate's oil before applying the mandible claw, licking the filthy glove after the fact. I think everyone's dead now, so it's safe to leave. Like, I guess that's what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Everybody's dead, and I'm terrified, Mommy. That is crazy. Yeah, so they take a moment to clean up the ring after that affair. Still don't know what's going on. I really don't. Before the mayor of Slamtown is introduced, she is looking to make Slamtown a safe space for all, which I think she is too late for that. They literally just killed a man in the last match, and I don't know what happened to the other two inmates. So I don't think this is a safe space at all, Mommy. But the mayor is looking to do good by Slamtown. When a dude interrupts the proceedings, it's Anton Voorhees. According to his shirt, though, like, he's just a dumb hoe. But he seems to recognize, like, everybody involved in the show tonight by other names, including the mayor, Christina Von Erie, allegedly. But she has no clue what he's talking about. Demands ID of him, and he's just like, look at this outfit, babe. I don't have ID here. But, like, maybe someone can help him. Maybe a Serial Man. And we cut to Serial Man in his magic UFO. Or at least I think it's magic, because all UFOs are magic to me. When science isn't cut up to fantasy, it's all magic, right? That's how this goes. However, he loses control of his spaceship and conveniently crashes his ship into Slamtown. He shows up, kind of like plays to the crowd briefly as we fade to black. We are going to wait for part 2 to figure out where this is going. As someone who isn't a, connoisseur of Hoodslam, this is batshit insanity to me. And I loved it. I loved every second of it, because I know this will rub certain people the wrong way, certain cult of wrestling, if you will. But I think wrestling needs the occasional out-of-the-box style thinking to help propel it as an art form. And do I think like something like that would sustain itself long term, at least like this? Probably not. You're gonna like you might burn yourself out pretty quick. But I'm assuming this is isolated to just encapsulated into just this one show. I mean, yes, other companies have done parts something similar to chunks of this. Obviously, Lucha Underground has done a thing. Chikara's got its own little pocket universe as well. But like making this a wrestling town is just the kind of outside of the box thinking that I'm down for. And of course, how many wrestling promotions literally kill someone? Just gonna throw that out there. Lucha Underground, Chikara, etc. But like, so it's definitely not going to be for everyone, and that is fine, because that's the beauty of professional wrestling. It's like a circus. So if you don't like the clowns, check out the trapeze artists. If you don't like the trapeze artists, I bet there's little bears and tiny little cars go around in circles, which sounds amazing. Bring back the wrestling bear, with or without Tracy Smothers, unfortunately. Zombie Tracy Smothers versus a bear. That is where we're at. But yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this. I need to watch some more Hoodslam to kind of see where they go on that. I apologize for not being up on every single wrestling promotion that I feature, but like the thing is, that's the thing I want to do, is branch out and watch promotions that I may not have known about initially, and yes, I'm catching things right in the middle, but we're having fun. That's the beauty of this, and that's the point of watching professional wrestling, is to have fun. Even if we have to grow up, have a midlife crisis, get a neck beard, and get a microphone and think your opinion's more important than everyone else's, the important thing is we're going to have fun while doing it. And I wholeheartedly encouraging you, if you like just batshit insanity in the wrestling, go check out Hoodslam Slamtown, if nothing else. I had a lot of fun watching it. Less than an hour, on my clock, so all good on that front too. But yeah, we'll wind down on that. Keep this short and sweet for a 2-match affair of just insanity. Thank you all for giving this a listen. Check out the end of the show credits for the best ways you can support this here podcast. We got a new merch store set up because Teespring was awful, not getting orders shipped out properly, amongst other issues. So we have moved over to TeePublic. Hopefully that works out better. Got a handful of designs up there, and you can put those designs on a handful of different, items as well, whether that's a coffee mug, stickers, magnets, t-shirts, all good. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll have that link in the comments. And meanwhile, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next time. The Confusion Wrestling Podcast is a weekly podcast that is written and performed by Rob Kammer and hosted by Spotify for podcasters. The background music for this section is Ruined by Day, performed by Alan Schroeder. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to help support, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends, family, and enemies. Leaving a review is helpful as well, because word-of-mouth advertisement is very important for us small podcasts. My social media links can be found in the description, but Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky are at The Nova of Cass. That's TheNovaOfCass, and Facebook is MLW Confusion, all one word. If you'd like to support monetarily and help upgrade my equipment, please check out my virtual tip jar at ko-fi.com/Casanova, or if you prefer more bang for your buck, go to patreon.com/Casanova, that's CASSONOVA, where for as little as $2, backers get access to the podcast early and without those pesky ads, plus other exclusive content. So join the crew that is headed up by Keith Wynn, Alan Schroeder, Chris Zach, and Elenia, and check it out. You can also find t-shirts, coffee mugs, and other merch at the Confusion Podcast store on Teespring. Also, be sure to check out the affiliate links in the description below. For business inquiries such as ads, sponsorships, and etc., please email rzkamer, Kamerer, at comcast.net. Thank you all for listening.